Suspicious looks cast down at the floor by the machine gun Jermaine Wattimena. But let's get down to the serious business of chucking darts as Jermaine, the man from Holland, takes on Bernd Roith, the last surviving German on day one of the German Darts Championship, the HappyBet German Darts Championship, to give it its full title, here from Halle 39 in Hildesheim. Penultimate game of the first round. Roith versus Wattimena. That'll be followed by Stephen Burton taking on the artist, Kevin Painter. Well, right now, Bernd Roith with the hopes of the several hundred, in excess of 1,000 by my reckoning, German fans here at Halle 39, squarely on his shoulders. Dan Dawson in the commentary box for this one. Chris Murphy is sat alongside me for it.
Yeah, well, you gave it its full title, Dan, the HappyBet German Darts Championship. Well, I bet that those German fans aren't happy if Bernd Roith goes the same way as the previous three home nation qualifiers.
Game on!
Stefan Stoiker beaten by John Bowles, Martin Schindler done by Diogo Portela in the story of the day. And then Alan Stein beaten by Darren Johnson, who put on a very good display. But Bernd Roith hopes hang on the chef,
83.
called Bernd, whose biggest win was against Ovens. All of this is true.
60.
Is Bernd Roith going to play the entire game on 19s? Yes, he is.
Well, this is an interesting tactic.
82.
Never ever see this, do you, in professional darts?
I mean, you see it in the pub, don't you? But you would have thought a professional dart player, a man who's been playing darts for 20 odd years, would be pretty, comfortable going on treble 20.
Well, look, I've commentated on him this year on the Pro Tour, and he didn't do it then.
No,
so
I've done the same. I've commentated on him on the European Tour, and I don't recall him doing it. Curious.
Madness.
He's sticking with it.
You're doing it. Maybe he's just, I don't know, confident in that area of the board, but you're doing yourself out of potential points at every visit.
I think Russ Bray's not going to be calling 180 as much.
He'll have to perfect his
the old 171. See, I like it for this shot.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Oh, two treble 19s would have left double 16.
94.
Now then, 106.
May require 106.
For the conventional Jermaine Wattimena.
74.
Well, he's not going to go 19s here, surely.
I was going to say, Russ Bray nearly became the third man to trip as he moved across the hockey. Now then, double 16. For an unorthodox first leg.
Game shown the first leg. Bernd Roith. Second leg, Bernd, the throw first. Game on.
Bernd Roith with a break of throw in the opening leg, one where he almost exclusively tried to score on the 19s, and now he's straight on the 20s. And what is happening? What kind of tactic is this?
18's next leg. Then he's going to start going for the bullseye.
140.
Well, we saw Phil Taylor start playing on the bullseye in the Premier League. Just gave up against Michael Van Gerwen, you see.
Well, did he give up, or was it a ploy to get in the mind of Mighty Mike, which didn't work?
It wasn't a very good ploy, was it?
60.
But Roy's little tactic worked, didn't it? He won the first leg against the darts.
Oh, who knows? Who knows what is going through that Teutonic brain of Bernd Roith? He can hit treble 20 and treble 19.
118.
Well, interestingly, he is 57, Dan, so maybe that's, some kind of superstitious tactic.
174.
That's why I always hit 30.
Yeah, but what a play you're going to be if you live to 200.
100.
I shall be bust by then.
Requires 91.
Oh, how about that? Double-double.
Game shot
Why
in the
not?
second leg.
Why not,
Jermaine
Jermaine Wattimena? I like that. Break back,
Third leg,
91
Jermaine, the throw
checkout.
first.
Wanted
Game
treble
on.
17 tops, so if you only hit a single, leaves you 2 more 17s. Why not go double-double? It's a bigger
Look how
target for
he's
the
following
trebles.
it.
Maximum.
It is a bigger target, Dan, but he can hit those as well, as he's just proven.
$83.
Bernd Roith,
One.
a steadfast advocate of the massive towel as darts accessory. That's like a bath sheet. You can
Yeah.
get 4 Darren Websters in that towel.
John Part, the poster boy for towels attached to your darting tour belt.
Loves a big towel, does North Maple.
140.
Royce did appear in the PDC World Championship back in 2011. Got a bit of a toweling, actually. Lost 3-0 to Dennis Priestley.
140.
The year before that,
Require
he was
81.
in the European Championship, which is what they're all hoping to be in
49.
by playing these events. The only way you can qualify now is by amassing enough money on the European Tour, but that was where he beat Dennis Hubbins, and he gave Raymond van Barneveld a bit of a scare as well, losing in the last 16 to
100.
the 5-time world champ.
You require 32.
And after the tactics in the first leg to go ahead,
Game shot in the third leg. Jermaine Wattimena.
he's been more conventional in the
Full
following
flag,
two and found himself
first.
behind,
Game
so
on.
I think he should go back to 19.
Yeah, definitely. We did seem to be hitting the 19s with a little bit more regularity than the 20s.
45.
Maybe there was method in the Germans' madness.
Well, there was, but then, I mean, yeah, we were bamboozled by
76.
it, but why give up after one leg which you won?
Well, yeah.
Back at it.
98.
Well, I think Bernd Roith is basically just deciding which target to go through by using a set of dice.
100.
Is there a spotter that he doesn't like particularly or something?
Yeah, he's giving Jacques Neuler palpitations over there. Absolutely no idea where Bernd Roith is going to throw next. Let's get a picture of the whole board and let's just wait and see. We'll all learn together.
83.
He has to spend the whole match just gazing into the eyes of Bernd Roith.
Oh, well, who wouldn't want to do that? What a dream job that is.
100.
Well, let's see where he's going now. Got ya.
59.
Oh, no doubt in this.
140.
Purse of the lips from Jermaine Wattimena. Stomping round like a massive, overgrown toddler.
But 85 then, to break,
Maybe require 85.
and open up a bit of the gap. 25, 20 for tops.
Game shot
Oh,
in the
what a
fourth
finish that
leg.
is.
Jermaine
Sharp
Wattimena.
shooting from the machine gun.
Fifth leg, Jermaine to throw first.
And there's a
Game
breaker
on.
throw as well. 3 consecutive legs for Jermaine Wattimena.
100.
A man whose darting exploits, I assume his darting exploits, inspired somebody somewhere in Europe to have his entire face emblazoned on the side of their motor. Don't know who that is, I just saw it parked up outside a Euro
85.
Tour venue last year. It is quite the mean machine.
140.
Cristo Reyes in the crowd, along with Max Hopp there.
I saw Antonio Alcinas there as well. It's a who's who of European dart stars, none of which have been in action
78.
today. Only one of which will be in action tomorrow.
140.
Jermaine Wattimena is an interesting case because he has taken some significant steps forward in his darting career over the last sort of 18 months or so. And he was not far off making his first PDC final the back end of last year in the Pro Tour in Barnsley. He was only stopped by James Wilson, who made it to his first PDC final instead. Needed the treble 20 for double 18.
65.
But he's going to come back. And it all seems to have coincided. I don't know whether this is just coincidence or there's some reason behind it, but Jermaine Wattimena changing his management. Now he's in the same stable as the likes of Kim Huybrechts and Jelle Klaassen and all that lot.
May require 56.
Topsy ones. Good guide.
Game
Yeah,
shot
lovely,
in the fifth
lovely.
leg. Jermaine Wattimena.
4
6
legs
leg
on the
behind
spin,
front
and the
first.
Dutchman in
Game
danger
on.
of running away with this. And it is difficult to exactly pinpoint why these sorts of things have an impact, even if they do. Maybe it's maybe it's pure coincidence. Who knows?
Yeah, you do. It does happen from time to time. You know, change. Sometimes, even if it doesn't really directly affect how you play the game, could just somehow either relieve a bit of pressure or add a bit of pressure that makes you try harder or whatever it is. And Michael van Gerwen changed his management when he was around world number 35 and was world number 2 within a couple of years, maybe 18 months. Now, obviously, it's down to the ability and the confidence of Michael van Gerwen. But as you said, sometimes just a change will do you good, Dan, someone once said.
Cheryl Crow?
If you like.
55.
Well, Jermaine Wattimena is averaging over 100 and has only given Bernd Roith 2 darts and double. And I think that's probably more important than trying to trawl through Chris Murphy's record collection. And he's left the 1-2-1. I'm pretty sure he's going to go the same route. A lot of the Dutch players tend to go bullseye with the first dart for this. And I know Rod Harrington will be going apoplectic every time they do it. Because even if you hit the ball like that, you still got to hit a treble. Has he?
Game shot.
And he took it out.
Jermaine Wattimena. 7th leg, Jermaine to throw first. Game on.
Well, he's raced into a 5-1 lead, having lost the first leg, which Bernd Roith played on 19, right down to the finish. Wattimena has stamped his authority on the match and looks set to be moving through.
Yeah, and he's got increasingly more aggressive as he's gone on. I think he's quite enjoying just being... He knows he's playing well here.
Well, he's playing better than anyone else we've seen today.
60.
And it's not as if he's had a load of 180s to drag that average up to 103.5. We saw Paul Harvey earlier on today average almost 103, but he had 7 180s in his 6-4 win over Ryan Meikle. Jermaine Wattimena has just played at a very consistent level right the way through this game, and he's finished well. 91 checkout, 121 checkout, and 85. 20 points in the averages. That's why he's 4 legs clear and looking good to make it 6-1 in the penultimate game.
It's the kind of performance that he would have to produce tomorrow.
97.
Because the man that awaits is a certain Michael van Gerwen.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, it's quite good. But he has been beaten a few times this year by players that you wouldn't expect him to lose to. And if Wattimena plays like this,
64.
And he's going to have a chance to at least ask a few questions of the world number 1.
Yeah, well, all he could do today was win and win convincingly and put in a strong display just to show that he is here to play some proper darts this weekend. And Jermaine Wattimena has done that emphatically. Ends it on double top. It's a 6-1 defeat of Bernd Roith. The German hopes here at the HappyBet German Darts Championship have been brought to a shuddering halt by the rampant Dutchman Jermaine Wattimena, the machine gun firing into round 2, and he will take on the world number 1 Michael van Gerwen in the second round tomorrow. We've got one more spot in the second round up for grabs, and it's Stephen Burton, another man I believe making his European Tour debut, as he takes on the artist Kevin Painter, the former World Championship finalist, a man who needs no introduction, but I'm sure we'll give him one anyway. It's Painter versus Burton to round off the action on day 1 here at the German Darts Championship in Hildesheim. Coming up in just a few moments as Wattimena powers into round 2.
Scheidet aus und damit haben wir leider keinen deutschen Teilnehmer mehr im Turnier. Jermaine Wattimena spielt ein Average von 102 Punkten im Schnitt, hat eine Doppelquote von um die 70%. Das sind richtig gute Werte. Jermaine, congratulations. I think was the highest average so far, 102.
Yeah, that's the highest average. Last year was highest average 97, I think so. And now, yeah, especially to me, the first tournament, I play 100 more. Yeah.
And I think it's important against a German player that the crowd doesn't get too involved in it and to keep them down, right?
It's always difficult to play a German guy. Last year against Fabian Hertz, it was difficult too. And now again, German guy, yeah.
Yeah. There is a man in green waiting right now. Next round, Michael van Gerwen, number 1 in the world, is your next opponent. When you play like this, you will have a chance there.
I'm not afraid against him, but I know now for 40 years now, and I'm looking forward to play him. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jermaine Wattimena.